What's that? Uh huh. Uh huh. We're live. Okay. We're live.
We're live. We're live here on the Lonely Marks Wrestling Podcast. Welcome, everybody, wherever you may be joining me. Here it's live or on the replay. I am Austin Pez Howell. I'll be your guide this evening. Jacob Barber is off doing the comedies. And a guy who knows a little bit about comedies right next to me, Mr. JPO, is always joining us. Jordan Owens, how's it going, buddy?
I did not have sexual relations. Wait, what is the 1996 show? God in my hat. What's up, everybody?
Yes, we're talking 1996 here on the Lonely Marks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Richie Goodacre, how's it going?
I'm doing well. Feel like it's been a lifetime since I've seen you, but I'm glad you're doing all right. And here to talk about wrestling, and just wrestling. Yeah.
We're here to talk about a real sport tonight, not that fake basketball stuff like in Hoosiers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, all that rigged basketball. I forget all that.
no.
No, what was funny, JPO? We're talking about Hoosiers on Wheel of Movies, right? And there was a story, a real behind life scene that kind of related to like almost wrestling. There was like real players in that movie that played, for Gene Hackman's team in that movie, like real people playing characters, right? So they shoot the movie in the off season. They go back to play the next season of their NCAA, like their college stuff, right? And they get suspended for 3 games for getting, quote, paid for playing basketball, which is against the rules, for a fake basketball game, for a scripted movie basketball, which seems a little absurd, like to us, like it's not like they were actually, playing basketball for money for real. They were doing scripted basketball in a movie. I don't know. Does that seem odd to you, JPO? that the NCAA
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like you can't go play fake basketball for money. Like, I don't know. It seems a lot. So I don't know. For those wrestling related, but Lonely Marks Wrestling Podcast. Just doing a little catch up show tonight. Catching up on some news, some storylines, some recent headlines. We've been kind of bombarded with a lot of PLE stuff lately in the last few weeks with the 2 nights of SummerSlam and just a lot of stuff going on, the Hulk Hogan stuff, a lot of things. So, we just want to kind of have a little casual show tonight. Jacob's off doing the comedy, so we're just hanging out this evening. But we could start out with, we drafted last week our fantasy rosters. And we do have actual fantasy results, our first week of them, that Mr. Barber at least sent me the scores, the bare minimum scores. Yes, calculating Collision and Dynamite. So our individual Collision points coming out of Collision. JPO was leading after Collision with 45 points. So good Collision for JPO.
I'm sure that'll stay.
Yeah, sure will. Jacob had 20 points, Richie 35 points, and me 35 points. So we both had pretty solid collisions there. So everybody choosing wisely to start with, it looks like, with some of our roster selections. And then Dynamite, unfortunately, JP only 10 points for Dynamite. I think you only had one person in a match in a losing effort, maybe something to that degree. So unfortunately, not much there. And I think you had Brody King in a match. That was it, right? Something like that. I think, but hey, that guy gets on TV. And then, Jacob had, let's see, 45 points for Dynamite, Richie 25 points for Dynamite, and me 40 points for Dynamite. I had a very solid Dynamite there, me and Jacob. So our overall standings after week 1, JPO unfortunately starting out at the back of the pack, but still at 55 points. So it's only 20 points away from the lead. So again, it's just the first week. Anything can happen with AEW, as we know. You can have everybody on your roster one week and then nobody on the TV the next week. Richie was 60 points, Jacob was 65, and me was 75. But again, that could change week to week depending on the matches. So everybody though, choosing wisely, it looks like, and at least getting points. So nobody, completely bombing out or anything like that. So good stuff there. So get things started. We'll see how it tallies up. we do have a lot of matches announced for Forbidden Door. We can go over that a little later, so we can see who's got maybe in position to score some points for Forbidden Door. We can get into that when we get into some AEW. But yeah, what do you say we get into the news? And I think the big story, as you guys know, is Karrion Kross, probably from this week. Not only releasing a documentary, on YouTube, what was it, an hour long, something like that. Documenting, the same day that apparently, I guess, his contract is officially expired. Speculation that it might be some kind of storyline, some kind of work, but it seems like it isn't. It seems like this is actually legit. I think there's even come out details that they only gave him like a 24-hour contract offer, and it was only for him and not for Scarlett. So it's one of the latest I'm hearing is that it was only him offer, not a Scarlett offer, and apparently it wasn't a very good one. It was a very bare bones contract extension offer. It's an unfortunate situation. One of those guys that seemed like he was getting that underground kind of following, sort of like a Damian Sandow, like a Kofi Kingston, Rusev, even to a degree, Rusev Day, if you remember that. They don't really love you kind of getting over by yourself. It seems like a remnant of the Vince McMahon era. We don't really love when, you're starting to get over outside of what we have planned for you. I think that one of the lone exceptions being obviously Daniel Bryan, with the Yes Movement. But yeah, it looks like this might be legit, and we might not be seeing. I don't think we're going to see any more, unfortunately, Karrion Kross. So, JPO, I know we've been seeing him a little bit lately, but maybe you can kind of make it official as far as his last appearances or kind of his last journey the last few years. Maybe with WWE, you're the expert on that, so I'll turn it over to you, man.
I was just saying, I wasn't ready for going to Richie.
Richie. Well, Richie, what are your thoughts on Karrion Kross and where the whole situation with the contract and whatnot, and maybe a lost potential there? What do you think?
Yeah, I love Karrion Kross. I think he's got a lot of untapped potential there. I'm still not ready to say he's definitely. It does seem that way, but I don't know. It still wouldn't shock me if he, maybe works something out. I just
don't see them actually. They haven't done anything even with the support. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they put that much of attention on the Sami Zayn storyline. There wasn't even a follow up to the stipulation from SummerSlam.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole Kross has to admit, he was wrong, or vice versa. There wasn't even a follow up to that, which makes me think that there just won't be because he's not employed anymore. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe they, he said in an interview he still wants to work things out at WWE, so maybe he does. But he also said, unfortunately, he's going to say. I don't know. He's going to say that though. But he also said it would be unfortunate if it's not a work, as that he believes that AEW, TNA, aren't offering him anything because it's they're not 100% sure it's not a work. So once time passes and it becomes clear, then they might become calling. But it does seem like you've got to. There's something right there for you, and you do it. I would say that they listened to the R-Truth thing, but then recently they just turned him back to being a comedy character. I'm like, that wasn't a public interview. So it was kind of a waste of time. So yeah, that's it sucks. But hopefully, just hope wherever he goes, he's an asset. I thought he was a good big Triple H guy. So I don't know. Hopefully, wherever he ends up, it's good for him.
Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he's another second time returning. Kind of along with Nia Jax and Akam and Razor, returning to the company back in looks like August of 2022. He's back on the books there. Again, kind of middling success. Mania wise, he was a part of that 6-man street fight against Bobby Lashley's new group, The Pride, and how long that lasted with the Street Profits. When he first came back, he did have a little bit of a feud with Drew McIntyre back in 2022 at both Extreme Rules and Crown Jewel. But then, like I said, it's literally that Rumbles, Battle Royals, and then he was part of that WrestleMania match last year. This year, just the Andre Battle Royal, and then more recently, though, again the upswing of his Sami Zayn matches. Like I said, we all thought he was going to pick up that win because he lost to Sami Zayn the first time, so it just made sense that he's going to win on pay per view the second time. But no, Sami picked up the win in less than 9 minutes on Saturday night's SummerSlam this year. Again, not even on Raw that much previously. If you look at his recent matches, he fights AJ in April, and he had a match with Sammy. The three matches with Sammy, the one he did win was back in July. Other than that, like he was struggling at least for matches. Maybe some promo time he was able to get more recently, but other than that, he was still on main event a lot, picking up wins on main event, defeating Tyler Bate, Kira Tozawa, and Cruz del Toro. Yeah, a lot of people were surprised. Again, I find it. I still linger towards maybe it's a work because I think it's very weird that they give him such a juicy SummerSlam spot, even if it's a loss. It's still, how many people were not on SummerSlam? Rusev, Damian Priest, LA Knight, the list goes on. So the fact to give him such a juicy spot, just to then go, but we got nothing for you, we're not going to resign you, is interesting. And we just love the R-Truth thing. So part of me lingers towards that. Although the Scarlet thing might be an interesting, difference maker here. If they simply were like, maybe we'll keep you, but we don't really see much in Scarlet because she too has really she's had even less to do, I think, over time. I think she's a good second piece to him, but she doesn't wrestle all that often. In fact, let's see how much she has wrestled actually since returning. Some house show stuff here.
Oh, yeah.
Mixed tags, yeah. Only televised matches were back, and you have to go all the way to 2023 to find an actual televised match of hers, and then got to go back to December to find even a house show match of hers. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. I think he's got a lot of momentum right now, so he's even somebody that, like, if this is legit, if Tony wants to strike while the iron's hot, you can go there. The TNA thing's weird because then it's like, are you still with WWE then? If you go to TNA, like, the TNA would make perfect sense too as a real viable option. Because other than that, then you just have like Japan and the Indies, kind of at the moment here. MLW, I guess you can do like a Dijak thing, do some Indies. He's done MLW before. He's part of that first action figure line actually. So it'll be interesting. I think he's got momentum, so I think he'll be fine at least at first. On the Indies and whatnot, if this is true. So we'll see. We'll see.
Does he go back to being Killer Cross? I think that's the possibility.
Yeah, and whatnot. He did resort back to that the first time. In two runs. So I don't necessarily see why he wouldn't necessarily do that this time. So I would think so.
Yeah.
I just find it curious too that like he had that documentary ready to go very quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was very competitive. Yeah.
It's very coincidental in that case, and he's been making the rounds, man. Errol Rawani, and then a lot of even like smaller ones I've never even heard of. Like I almost feel like if we reach out to him, we might get him on here. Like he's been making them rounds, man. You could do a deep dive for hours watching in the last like week carrying cross interviews.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, Malcolm and Brian are talking about if this is similar to R-Truth or but yeah, I mean, I do agree. I don't think the R-Truth thing. Like Malcolm said, they were hijacking, CM Punk promos, John Cena promos, like major things, with the We Want Truth stuff. I'm not hearing that same kind of like, crowd fervor, or even the online chatter. Like I remember so many threads on these different Reddit pages and whatnot about Truth and that release. And like, I don't know about this one because I'm not seeing the same kind of fervor, and the same kind of.
To be fair.
Yeah.
When did I feel like this is more in the last few days. Like, were we sure on Monday? Like for sure, like that he was gone. Like I feel like it was still up in the air, kind of thing. Yeah, I could see it maybe being a thing Monday. Monday will be interesting to see.
Yeah, like last Monday, like obviously his contract was supposed to be up, and like I don't know, and then they were definitely literally signs saying we want Cross. I saw some signs, but not like or anything.
Yeah, because what's weird, I guess what I was trying to get at is with Truth, it seemed that, what I mean, like, well, what the fuck, how dare you get rid of our guy, and it was done and settled. But with Cross, it's always been like, is he gone? Like, so I don't know, should I make a stick or I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess time will tell with this one. I just legitimately don't know. So I mean, who knows? I mean, Seth Rollins committed to the crutches. Even though I had a hunch that it was a work. And it ended up being a work. And apparently, they didn't fill some people in WWE in about that. Like some people knew about it, some people didn't. That it was all going to culminate something. But hey, I had a gut feeling about that. So you never know. To me, it's like a gut feeling that it's not a work, but. It could be. I mean, who knows? But I guess only time will tell and see if they actually do anything with it if it isn't. I don't see the TNA thing just because they're like they're basically under the umbrella of WWE now. So I mean, we'll talk about. There's another TNA guy who is all elite now who was gone. I'm sure JPO might have that note, but no.
Maybe, I don't know. You tell me.
No, I just got that note right before we went live. So
okay, gotcha. Well, I'll leave it to you then. That's fine. I mean, two other big stories. Naomi, apparently, rumor has it is she might be pregnant. So this, unfortunately, yes, her title run may come to an abrupt end. They pulled her from Raw the other night. For some kind of they called it like sort of an injury type thing. But the rumor has it backstage is that her and old Mr. Jimmy Uso might be expecting a child. So, and she might have found out that she's pregnant. So, in that case, it's unfortunately, and maybe arguably the hottest period of her career as far as an upswing here might come to an abrupt end. But JPL, I don't know, it might be bad. I mean, congrats to the couple if that's the case, but also maybe bad timing and that you just, had one of the hottest angles maybe of your career, cashing in at Evolution, and now, this momentum with the title, and it may come, to an end, unfortunately now, maybe for a year or so because of this.
Kids ruin wrestling. I've always said. No, I'm joking. I know it's shut down companies before. What happened to that great Miami company? Yeah, his wife got pregnant and she said stop funding wrestling. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but no. I mean, like you said, there's nothing much more to add. Like, congrats, and also a bit of like sorry in a weird way. Like, I just I don't even think maybe. I feel like pretty unarguably like the best, most interesting Naomi we've had, especially in the second run here. You know what I mean? I was afraid like she was about to pull a killer cross slash Akam Razor in the sense of like, oh, they brought her back just to kind of be there. You know what I mean? Like, she's done fine, but isn't doing great. But the J thing ended up paying off her new kind of personality. So it's been fun, and hopefully, you know what I mean. I mean, God bless it. I would hope. Hopefully, this is exactly maybe what they wanted down the line anyway, and it becomes like a Becky thing, and we get her back, sooner than later, and they can kind of pick up where they left off. So congrats, right? If that's what you wanted, congrats. Hopefully, you're this is working out the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, for sure, Richie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It was almost confirming this on because she did talk about on the. She was the latest guest on Stephanie's podcast, and she talked about.
Yeah, that's what Malcolm was saying. Yeah, same podcast.
On wanting to, kind of realizing that hey, I think with Becky and Alexa having kids, like, hey, it's okay, because possible, it can possible to, have kids while you're on the road. So, so she's more open to doing that. But yeah, that makes sense. It just felt like out of the blue. It was like, someone posted a photo of like she was having fun on one of those, those like those kind of, airport bags with wheels and stuff and like some I think she had like it almost felt like she had a little bit of tumble. So I'm like, oh, did she fall over there? No, I was because it was just a weird out of left field. Like, oh, she's not. And again, my wrestling brain was like, because Michael Collin, I was like, oh my god, is she being a heel and trying to get out of the title defense? And then I'm like, oh, not as the show went on. I'm like, oh no, it just seemed to be. It's pretty legit. But yeah, no, pregnancy would make a lot of sense. But I guess because he can't. Brian Howell's made it sound like it was like something like very like serious injury. But I guess he has to be vague. But he's like, he was like, oh, yeah, if all what I'm hearing, if a rumor that I'm hearing is true, she's going to be out for a very, very, very long time. I was thinking like, what, broken
Well,
down?
yeah, if it's a pregnancy, she would be out for probably a year. So yeah, that would make sense. You know what I mean?
But that makes sense. But I was like thinking, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking, oh, broken neck. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, pregnancy. Okay, I wasn't thinking of happy. Yeah, because it's wrestling. But yeah, no, but good for them. But yeah, so I guess it was just, we're talking about it happened before, where like Becky had just won the title, and she had to, yeah, and they had to magically make the Money in the Bank match for the women's title. Like, hey, no, actually, the women's title, the women's title is the Money in the Bank. So, yeah, it's yeah. Sucks, but I think she'll pick up where she left off when that happens. So, yeah, and she's really really good. Yeah, she came into her own as a heel. So, but yeah, congrats to them. And yeah.
Well, where does this leave the Clash in Paris match with Stephanie Vicker? Remember, she was supposed to get the title shot against Naomi. So does she still get a shot at a vacated title, against someone else? Or,
she referenced it. It was like she ran to Io Sky somewhere backstage, and she was like, "I was meant to get it, because Io Sky was meant to get a rematch as well. I was meant to get a rematch too." But it looks like Io Sky's going to get into a feud with Asuka. Might be turning heel soon. So, yeah, I imagine there'll be like some maybe tournament or something. I don't know. And the winner of that faces Stephanie because we've already earned it. And then, yeah, I don't know. They probably don't even have much time for the tournament. It might be like
I don't know if they have. Yeah, I mean, they've got 2 Raws. I mean, they've fast tracked tournaments before in like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It's possible, right? I mean, they've done like, we did 2, we did 2 4-way matches, and the winners of that, had a match, the next week. You know what I mean? Like, that's a possibility. So
yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So possible TNA news about a potential new TV deal. The rumor has it is they might be talking to the CW, which makes sense. To potentially land on the CW network, which again would make sense because they already have NXT. TNA is under that WWE wing now, so it would make sense if they pick up TNA as a potential new deal. And to add to the pettiness, as I'm sure which will be a theme later tonight, they are also discussing potentially, if they do pick up TNA, airing it on Wednesday nights opposite Dynamite. More pettiness. More pettiness, baby. Don't you just love it? That's right. So it's just a rumor at this point, but it's kind of a strong one. They've been in negotiations, JPO. TNA on CW, I mean, opposite Dynamite.
I'm all for it, man. Any way to get more eyes on the product, I'm totally cool for. Yeah, my only fear though, but it doesn't make it like even more of an NXT 2.0. I definitely don't want to get the TNA part lost any more than it already is. Yeah, that's my only qualm. I'm down for it. I don't know if Wednesday, if you want to, it's pettiness, but it's also in a way of kind of shooting yourself in the foot out to a degree by making fans choose one or the other because you're going to tend to also throw a draw away from you than if you just kept it on like a Thursday or a Friday or whatever it could be. So I'd say keep it normal night. Don't try to double dip already.
Well, you know how they are right now. We'll talk about it because there's even more pettiness in the form of a whole new PLE. We'll probably talk about that next. But yeah,
and moving potentially a PLE, or moving a certain event, it's a significant thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But yeah, I think it'll probably. I don't know. This could backfire. It's backfired with them before, when they tried to go against. They go against something, and there was definitely more interest in AEW. So I don't know. I think people, a lot of people fans can see through pettiness. I mean, we'll talk about one thing that might, be in their favor, but it's just like, yeah, man, just it's just it's interesting. But yeah, like that. As far as like the network, the CW, it's a good deal. I'd be so annoyed if the one person, the first promotion that had a deal in place after all this was like NWA NWA Power had a deal with us, and then they had to do that stupid angle where
Well, now
fucking
they're live on Roku. They're doing just fine. Free on your Roku.
They're on the Roku channel. We talked about that a few weeks ago. Remember? Roku.
I keep meaning to watch, and I just don't. I keep meaning to watch.
Yeah, they did that stupid angle with James Mitchell. They sort of looked like they started cocaine, and then CW like, nah. But they could have been so much bigger, and now all these other promotions are like, oh, cool, we'll take that slot. And now NWA, they're around, but barely a show. But yeah, so I mean, it's fun, but yeah, it is definitely pettiness. I do think, and it's. I don't think you need to like a Monday Night War, because I think AEW just they're having the right kind of mindset. They're just providing an alternative. They don't care about so beating WWE. They're just like just do your own thing. It's just weird. We don't need this Monday Night War, this wrestling war now. Just there's enough tribalism in fandom now where I'm not a fan of it. Just do your own thing. You do your own thing, cool. And but yeah, like Tina getting a CW deal it is a benefit to them, but yeah, not at the. I think it will hurt Tina in the long run if they go ahead with Dynamite. I think they'll get destroyed. But yeah.
Yeah, and but yeah, we teased the other two, petty things. We might as well get into it because I don't mind competition because I think competition can breed, obviously better programming and whatnot, and a motivation to, put out the best product possible. But yeah, literally when it's every other date like that's 100% pettiness, and you're running either the same city or the same date or whatever the case may be. But yeah, so we're gonna pop up a brand new PLE in September that wasn't on the schedule. This is
it should be Bad Blood.
we don't know that. It's not confirmed yet. But yeah, the rumor has it is they might bring back Bad Blood or some other, older, name of a show, whatever. But we do know that it's probably going to be Brock Lesnar versus John Cena on that September PLE. And yes, that it will be September 20th, the same day as All Out in Canada with the Edge and Christian, potential main event. So, yeah, the pettiness continues, Richie. It's just we gotta just do another one. Just because.
Yeah, I'm not. It is. Just that's why it's like, oh, hey, Brock Lesnar's back. Is he gonna do Clash of Paris? No, we'll talk about it. Again, John Cena's just randomly using Logan Paul. Okay, fair enough. Okay. And then when are they going to do this match? Oh, okay, that's what they had planned. Okay, this thing, but I'm just like, it's just it makes it hard for I don't know. It's hard for regardless of whether what what brand you like more. But if you watch if you just like wrestling, just in general, and you want to watch things, it makes it difficult for more of us because it's like, oh cool, I wanna cool to watch I want to watch all that with you guys, but then it's like, well, but then I gotta then I've still got to watch Bad Blood later on. So space it out. I can only watch so much wrestling.
I think it's more about them trying to steal the social media, hype and headlines and whatnot. It's more about being the talk of the town that day. I think they just can't stand the fact that another wrestling company would be the ones trending on Twitter. So they're trying to fight for that, the trendiness, if you will, that same night where, people might be tweeting, about All Out, and then, they're trying to steal things, get people talking about, Brock and Cena or, whatever the case may be. So I think it's more about that. It's just a weird, again, a weird pettiness nonsense.
Yeah. So I don't know. I again, I just think we'll see. It definitely, I think going head to head with being petty definitely hurt WWE's ticket sales last time. I feel, especially running in the same when they were running in the same sort of area. So I mean, we'll see. Like I'm going to watch either way, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of their business practices. That looks like they're going to continue. Which rumored to be so don't even. There's rumor that they don't even want like AEW to get like another. They're trying to like lessen their chance to get another TV deal, which I don't think is going to. Which is like.
Yeah, but they just signed their new TV deal for what, like 4 years or something?
Yeah, and they're very
with
happy
Warner.
with it.
So yeah, like apparently, yeah, they're happy with the ratings. They're happy, I guess, with whatever streaming numbers they're doing. Yeah, on HBO Max, and like, yeah, like they're perfectly happy. And then yeah, so what? You're planning 4 years into the future to try to screw their renewal contract? Like that's silly. Like why?
But why? Like I just don't think they're going. It's going to do anything. There's like this. Who cares if another like promotion that's kind of big like exists? Just you don't even realize the industry. Just
AEW has already been around. People don't realize AEW Dynamite has been around longer than Nitro.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's had more episodes than Nitro.
You're gonna count on your finger.
It's true. Do the math.
All right, sorry, that never dawned on me. All right, right on.
No, because there was like a headline, like, or they made Tony Khan made a big deal about it on Twitter. He was like, "Tonight we break like Nitro's record for episodes or whatever, or weekly episodes."
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it just seems like time seems weird, JPO, where it's like 1995 to 2001 seemed like such a long time back then, but it's the same distance from now to 2019. It's exactly the same.
Run.
Yeah. It's like how people say, the distance between, I think like the original Star Wars and now is like the same as like the original Star Wars to like the Charlie Chaplin movie from like 1920. It's the same distance. Even though it seems like time is weird. Like that. So it just is what it is. But and I'll just throw out there the other petty thing is yes, there's a rumor that there might be a potential Saturday Night's Main Event to compete with World's End in December as well, with a potential John Cena match. Yes, so once again, the pettiness is running rampant as well. But JPO, any thoughts on the pettiness or the competition, or what? Do you mind it? I don't know. What is this obsession? What's going on here?
No, it kind of seems unnecessary. I mean, if it gives us more wrestling, that's cool. But like then, if it comes to counterpoint to there's been some weekends where between that and just other life activities, I'm like, well, I'm sacrificing something here. I gotta miss an NXT or a collision or something. Because it's just too much. So, again, more wrestling good, but maybe try to spread it out a little bit more.
That and I think the WWE, PLE schedule this year has been just loaded. I feel like they're not giving a chance to breathe in between events. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna have Clash in Paris, and then again 3 weeks later, like it's been the norm. It's like every 3 weeks we got to have another PLE, and you're not really given a chance to really build up these these matches and whatnot. I feel like like we said, Clash in Paris. Okay, Brock Lesnar comes back, destroys John Cena. So what do we move into? John Cena and Logan Paul. Wait, what? Logan Paul, who had nothing to do with John Cena at SummerSlam. It was with Drew McIntyre and Jelly Roll and all of them, and I was moving back into working with John. So I'm not opposed to the actual match, but like let's give it a reason legitimately. So I don't know. It just feels like we're not giving make it 5 weeks. Can we at least get 5 shows before we have a pay-per-view? A PLE. Give it a little bit of time to breathe. Like they did kind of back in the day. But yeah, Richie, it feels crowded to me. What does it feel crowded to you? It does to me.
Sort of like how on Raw they made a Fatal 4-Way official, like Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Jey Uso, and CM Punk. But like 3 of those people, I'm fine with LA Knight and CM Punk. But it's like Jey Uso was like, oh, I didn't get a rematch from my when I lost to Gunther. I'm like, well, that was ages ago. That's your fault. Why wouldn't
You should have had a rematch in your clause, contract in your clause for like the next night on Raw or whatever, right? Something.
Why are you bringing that now? And then it's weird. He wasn't there last week. Maybe it had something to do with that. Maybe there was something to do with Naomi. I don't know. It was weird. He wasn't there last week. But yeah. So and then he just sort of factors into the storyline that he had nothing real much to do with, and now he's just in the title match. Okay. I mean, the other three kind of that direction made more sense, and he's just sort of there. So yeah, it does feel like there was. I think there was a period of time when when they did those Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views back in the day too, where it's like there wasn't much time to like load up things. So yeah, it kind of feels like they're going back to that, which is unfortunate. Yeah, feel like we're going to the flip side of where we were a couple of years ago, where maybe AEW is a bit more on track than WWE's kind of take a step back a bit, but like quality and like storylines are still there. But yeah, just with the pettiness and their huge schedule and not being able to trying to rush things is kind of hurting them. So
yeah,
but yeah, and it is what it is.
Yeah. JPO, any thoughts on the PLE schedule? Too much? Not mind it?
So I don't mind it from a perspective of now, because hey, we got Peacock. Give me more wrestling to watch. Sure, it's always the best booked out, not necessarily. So yeah, you can do better in that aspect. What I'm curious about is I don't hope they don't do it next year, because like I said, unless we're sharing them links, wink, wink. I'm not spending that ESPN price every month to watch all these PLEs. Like you know what I mean? So like I'm definitely just gonna be one of those like, all right, I'll do it for January, maybe March, maybe SummerSlam, like, but otherwise, like if it's a B looking show, I'm gonna skip it.
I did hear a somewhat. I think the whole rollout of that ESPN thing has been a little bungled because they could have answered some of these questions, right up front and quelled some of the confusion. I am starting to hear some clarification that it might be a thing where if you buy that ESPN package, I'm also hearing that might include Disney Plus and Hulu and all that, like built into that. Like as part of the $30. If that was the case and I could dump the individual Disney Plus and Hulu, it might, actually, be similar to kind of what it is now. Because then if you did the math, it would be like $10 per service, which is not terrible.
Yeah, I can live with that. Right.
Yeah, I can live with that if that's the case, which I'm hearing might be a thing that it might just all be one massive like Disney, ESPN, streaming service, something like that. Again, we don't know for sure. I'm starting to hear some rumors like that. Once again, if you have somebody or know somebody, wink, wink, like my dad, who actually has, cable or dish with ESPN, you can use like the cable or dish login information and get access to that new ESPN streaming service. So that could be something that I might be able to access through another household, so to speak. So that could be a potential thing. And then we talked about how, for guys like Richie, all that stuff is still on Netflix. So the Netflix is still going to have the PLEs internationally. So, uses of VPNs might increase here and there until they start to quell that somehow. So, again, there's a little confusion. It doesn't start till next March, I believe. So that's up. But there was one other streaming thing is that did you guys also hear about another TKO product? Did you hear about UFC and UFC $7 billion deal with Paramount Plus?
The $7.7 billion Paramount Plus eliminating pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. It's almost like the opposite of the flip of WWE. WWE seemed like they're going back to sort of the pay-per-view route, with the $30 streaming service. UFC eliminating pay-per-views. They will be on Paramount Plus now. If you have a Paramount Plus subscription, you might be in the near future. I'm not sure exactly what. I think that starts in January, I think, like next year. You can watch UFC full pay-per-views pretty much all of them as part of your subscription. So if you're a UFC fan, that's certainly a breath of fresh air, because what are UFC pay-per-views, like $80 a pay-per-view or something like that right now? So
yeah, that's why. That's why I go. That's why I go to you know, pub or whatever.
Yeah.
But Paramount's been spending a lot of money lately, man. There's been they closed a deal with the South Park guy for $1.5 billion. There was another thing, man. They're spending the money. So yeah.
In my opinion, they need it because it's probably one of my least favorite streamers personally.
The only reason I've really kept it over last year is they have CBS football. So, I guess if you're an NFL fan, you know what I mean? Like, they have all the CBS.
I got no sports things, so there's the occasional thing. I'm a fan of Tulsa King with Stallone, and I also like Big Brother. Don't judge me. So, there's the occasional thing, but it's just kind of there.
No, yeah, I don't watch the movies, or they do get some of the new movies, that come out, things like they have Mission Impossible.
I think they had from Gladiator 2, occasionally they'll get something for dibs, but it's archive either,
Yeah, no, it's only been for the live, some of the live sports stuff that they have if you are a sports fan. But I'll tell you what, UFC is not a bad incentive. I might actually pick it back up again. I've kind of lost track of UFC over the years. I was real big on it, probably in the late 2000s, early 2010s, when they had kind of all their kind of super fighters.
If it's good, I'll watch pay-per-view. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, no, I mean, especially if it's included with it, you know what I mean? That's a good deal. Yeah. And, they still have, I just don't think they have the mega stars that they used to have, the name value recognition, kind of in their peak.
I think the problem, I mean, no one made this UFC talk, but I think there's an issue with that. I think COVID hurt that because during COVID, they were the first sport to kind of start back up, but they started back up with this thing called UFC Apex. So but they still haven't gotten that we're just basically it's their kind of gym in front of no people, but they still haven't gotten away from that. So they're still in the lower cards, they still have that with only 20, 30 people. So it does. So even though the cards feel cool, it's it's there's no atmosphere. So it's hard to make stars off of that. So it's I feel like if they did more shows in front of actual people, started going on the road doing more shows to actual people, you'd probably get more stars. But yeah, there's definitely a lack of stars.
I think the one UFC event I went to was one of those UFC Fox fight nights, if you remember those, when they were just doing those fight nights on Fox, the primetime specials. Yeah. And that's where I got a picture with Misha Tate. I got Bruce Buffer. I got Cowboy Cerrone. A couple of guys I was able to get pictures with, that night in Orlando. So that was cool. But that was again kind of in their peak when they were really, still cranking. They had star value. Even you could argue even when Brock Lesnar was there for a while, there was widespread recognition. Some wrestling fans were watching. There's a little bit of crossover appeal, but yeah, I think after it's kind of after the Conor McGregor debacle, I kind of have to say, it kind of dropped off.
Unfortunately, the biggest stars now are kind of get in trouble a lot. Yeah, Conor McGregor. It's got his own legal issues. John Jones. So it's hard, and so they haven't been fighting. So it's you need to build new stars. So yeah.
But anyways, that's a whole other topic. Yeah, we're not here to talk about Super. I just thought it was another big streaming deal that happened this week. So that's a pretty big deal. Yeah, with UFC abandoning. But I wanted to mention it because it's under that TKO. TKO is part of UFC. So TKO between UFC and WWE is raking in quite a bit of money right now. They are rolling in billions of dollars, literally. So they are.
I thought there was a good chance they'd go to Netflix, but that's good. I'm surprised they I'm surprised they went to Paramount. Good deal.
Yeah, I guess they made the deal. So there you go. I'll turn it over to you guys. JPO, what you got, sir? Any news tidbits?
Yeah. So I know Karen Cross is a big talk this week about signings, not re-signings, but several news and notes about some signings, either not or for. Shanti the Adonis, another hit row person, is gone from the company this time. Just simply not renewing the contract. Shanti again was another re-brought back along with Top Dollar and BFAB back in 2022. Signed a 3-year, so just simply not being renewed. So he could pop up tomorrow on TNA or wherever, GCW, if you will. Funny enough, if you had said, guys, which Hit Row member will be around in late 2025, I don't know who would have said BFAB, but so far she's got tenure, which is funny because she was also the first to go the first time. But anywho, so yeah, Adonis is a free agent. Lola Vice from NXT has re-signed. No disclosure on the amount of time, but she's staying with them. I like her. At least she's got potential. She's doing a lot of AAA stuff as well. She's benefiting from that deal. I believe she's even got a really big match on Triple Mania. I want to say she's got like a match with the Judgment Day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So she's got the on the up there. Going over to the land of AEW, Kota Ibushi. It looks like he has signed a 2-year deal, so we'll see more Kota Ibushi on the television. Even more so, is anyone nipples hard? Matt Menard, Big Daddy. Matt Menard has signed a 5-year contract extension there, so he's around until 2030. He has been used more as kind of like a manager / commentator. Like they put him on commentary a lot, so I think Tony maybe sees him, kind of like more of a player, coach, commentator kind of thing. So, and then speaking of coaches, looks like not only Angelico but Tony Nese have kind of slowly transitioning into being more of a coach. Kind of like you see in WWE when you see Hurricane and Jamie Noble and Abyss. By the way, if you watch Unreal, first picture, fucking let Abyss know he's okay. Anyway, one of the most awkward moments of that show.
They go to time. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to cut. I think you want me to cut myself first? I'll cut myself. That makes you feel better. I mean, Jesus Christ. So they're kind of being the player coaches. Still pop up. Here and there. So Helco's had some matches recently. Tony Nese has been a Ring of Honor for the most part. If you watch AEW, by the way, big hug this week. Big hug. Cope and Christian hugging it out this week here. They're moving on to Forbidden Door with Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. And then, of course, I'm sure we're going to get that FTR match sooner than later. So that's exciting for Cope and Cage. Good news, Pez. They listened. They said for AAA this week, for the Triple Mania broadcast, they're not doing Conan. They're giving you the Lucha Libre legend and JBL.
The Lucha Libre expert. When I think Lucha, I think JBL. Yeah,
JBL. When I think of high spots, I go that hurt.
And you know what that means? Just reassures the fact that I'm listening to the Spanish commentators, because you know what? I may not. The thing with that Worlds Collide show is I can understand some Spanish. I took a lot of it in high school, so like I could still kind of comprehend a basic, something or other. But like they just had so much enthusiasm that you got caught up with their enthusiasm.
They're excited,
like they were excited for the show. You could tell they were excited. They were having fun, and that even if you didn't understand what they were hyped for the show. You know what I mean? So
it's like a Pat McAfee and Mauro Ranallo for us. Like if they're having fun, we're having fun.
And Conan looked like he woke him up from a nap.
Yeah, exactly. It just he was bringing out the energy. So I would encourage anybody. Yeah,
I believe Conan cares, but Conan didn't come off as just like the grandpa that's just telling you historical facts. Like, cool, grandpa. What else?
So I will be watching the Spanish commentary for Triple Mania. I encourage everybody else to do the same thing. Watch the Spanish stream. You'll probably have more fun.
I'm starting to lean that way. I will say this. I think I will definitely at least try it this month. So we'll see. I might at least give it a shot. Because the JBL thing doesn't necessarily entice more. I never hated him on commentary in general, but Runkle never loved him either. And this also seems like a weird pick. Yeah. Like,
remember when JBL was like showing up at promotions, like clotheslining people, and never went anywhere?
Yeah, has that paid off yet anywhere? Like, I feel like that was just his thing.
He cost Joe Hendry a match, and you're like, okay, is it going to be no. I don't think he ever had a match. He showed up in AAA. He showed up in GCW. He takes Effie.
Yeah. Yeah, I was fully expecting like a JBL versus Nick Nemeth, JBL versus Effie, like something. I thought this was gonna be like his weird hurrah one more time, one more like Jeff Jarrett Catwalk run or whatever. But as far as I know, that hasn't really paid off. Where you can find Bradshaw, though, was on Danhausen's weekly vlog, where he also brings up real pro wrestling. Cheap plug. He hangs out with CM Punk. Then the next scene, he brings up our place. So, we're CM Punk adjacent, as far as I like to think.
I did see the Dan Housen thing. Speaking of JBL with the APA at a convention, did any of you guys see that?
Yeah. That's from that. That's from that vlog, and it's a section of that vlog. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was funny because he was trying to hire the APA to get those ass boys and get up in their asses, and that was very funny. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Yes, hello, Ask Honey Agency. I got something for you, and an
Yes.
apple. Take the apples out.
And he gives CM Punk a T-shirt, and it's got him on it, and then it's got him, and then Bret Hart, and then it's got him and AJ Lee. It's like I guess because Bret Hart's CM Punk's favorite wrestler, but instead of CM Punk, it's got him and AJ Lee like and a love heart around it, and he's just looking at it and he goes, "Fuck, I hate you so much." But yeah, no, it was fun. He should go. I reckon he'd be fun on WWE as a comedy character. Sign Dan now.
I don't know. I mean, again, obviously, I love the guy. I mean,
I know you wouldn't be
I
able to use
wonder if
it,
WWE would use. I wonder if WWE would use him right. I think he'd be a good TNA fit, NXT fit. We'll see. But I think he'd be great anywhere. He did make a lot of human monies at Real Pro. He was happy with that. The only other thing I got too, at least on my docket, is tune in next week. Maybe I can, or if anyone wants to join me, we'll give a mini Peacemaker review. It should be dropping next Thursday. So as long as they drop it at midnight and have a few hours to watch, at least an episode or two. I don't know if it's all at once or if it's a weekly thing, but hopefully at least the first episode's out and I can watch that for everyone next week. But yeah, looking forward to that. Peacemaker 2. Cena again's been making the show rounds in the Peacemaker outfit. It was looking just like Jimmy Fallon and other appearances in the outfit. It was great.
Yeah. No, I remember him doing that for the first go around, right? when he was for the first season. So yeah, that's fun. I was gonna say Richie hasn't seen Naked Gun yet, so I won't spoil anything. I mean, you already know that Cody Rhodes is in there, obviously, but there is an extra wrestler cameo near the end. I'll just leave it at that. If you
found that out today because I saw it today. I found it out today. Yeah.
Yes. So I won't spoil it for Richie because he's seeing it next week. So
there's 3 wrestlers in that.
3 wrestlers in that movie. Yes. So there's an extra one that wasn't advertised. So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You will see. And the way they introduce this person is very, very funny. So I'll just leave it at that.
That's a good bit. A lot of fun bits. Yeah, if you're a fan of any of those spoof comedies, this one's pretty good. Lots of jokes are being thrown on at you. Fun stuff in the background. Like it's kind of the movie I wanted it to be.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
I'll bring up probably the one that Austin mentioned that I don't think JBO brought up, and because it was just announced on the Evolution taping. AEW announced they signed Ace Austin. So Ace Austin is coming in. I expected that was probably going to be the case, just sooner than later. And he's a great talent. I always liked Ace Austin. So hopefully. Yeah, he's a good get. Looks like, I mean, if you watched Drama this week, it looks like they did a weird promo where it looks like Hook is coming back. So they did a Batman thing. It's like this.
I was watching it, I was like, where is this going? And there's no dialogue. It's just like weather. Yeah, it looks like Gotham City. And it's like, there's no narration or anything, and then they just throw the Hook symbol like up in the air, and that's it. I was like,
okay,
sure.
Fair enough. Okay then.
So I guess none of us drafted. Did any of us draft Hook? Who drafted Hook?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So nobody drafted Hook because we didn't know. Yeah.
Even to be fair, without knowing the returns coming, even if the return did happen, personally, he's another hot and cold guy. Like he'll go 3 weeks in a row where he's winning and then be gone for another 2 months. Like I don't know. I feel like he's another disappearer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously we all have 3 substitutions, so we'll keep that open. He's an eligible man, as well as a whole bunch of other people in AEW still on the docket. So we'll say Ace Austin, apparently, if he's all elite, is now eligible.
Yeah, first match since April. First match since April.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Richie, anything else?
It's pretty much it. I think, but yeah, just those really. But yeah, I just wanted to mention the ASOS thing and then the hook thing, which I found quite funny. Also, if you want to check out NXT, for some, because you wouldn't think of it on paper, but Nia Jax and Lash Legend had a really good match. I know that's to people that's not known for. I mean, I think all credit to like Lash Legend for having it. She might be on my list for most improved. She's actually and getting quite over. They just have a really good woman meet street fight. And it's well booked and yeah, great. Also on that show, LFG winner Tara May Steele makes her makes her debut. So she's finally getting used. So yeah, there. And yeah, I was just seeing if I hadn't missed anything. I don't think so. Pretty sure that was.
If not, I can. We did get more official announcements for Forbidden Door, so I could run down the card of what we got so far. It looks like we got 9 matches. We got 9 matches announced so far, so pretty full card. Pretty much ready to roll, other than 1 or 2 potential opponents, which I will make the caveat for. Here we go. But it looks like in what might be your main event match, a lights out steel cage match. Got the Death Riders, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd taking on the Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay. So,
quick question.
Yeah.
Why not just call this Blood and Guts? What's the difference?
Yeah. Basically, that's what I wondered. I was like, don't you guys still have a Blood and Guts thing coming up in like 2 months? Why are we doing this now? I don't know. Because we need a crazy match where Jon Moxley bleeds all over the place again. So, all right. Fair enough. Hurt Syndicate will take on the winner of the elimination tournament, which will either be Brodito or FTR, I believe, are having a match. Is that on Dynamite next week, I believe, to determine who faces the Hurt Syndicate. So for the tag titles, Okada versus Swerve for the unified title. That should be an interesting match. Those guys squaring off. Timeless Tony Storm taking on Athena for the women's championship, which should be a great match. We got a 4-way for the TBS title. Mercedes Moné taking on Alex Windsor, Persephone, and a Stardom competitor still to be announced. Kyle Fletcher, and we know his opponent for the TNT title, Hiromu Takahashi, not Tanahashi, but Takahashi, taking on Kyle Fletcher for the title. Zack Sabre Jr. will be defending the IWGP World Heavyweight title against a competitor to be announced. I know who it is, but I will leave it out from this because it involves Collision spoilers, which they've already taken. So I will respect GPO's wishes to usually not have spoilers in here, but I believe there's going to be a main event on Collision that will determine that opponent. So I'll just leave it at that. And then going to, of course, Hangman Page defending against MJF for the world title, who he kind of reverse psychologied his way into getting MJF to use his contract, to use it for an official match as opposed to like a sneaky, cash in sort of thing. So I don't mind that. Good way to use that for the most part. So pretty good. And then, you're going to get your first Copeland and Christian reunited match. They're not saving it for All Out. They're jumping the gun because Tony Khan maybe, I guess, just can't wait. And, they're going to be facing Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne in a tag team match. So, and presumably we'll probably win that match and go on to face, yes, in the main event of All Out. So
that might be the easiest match predict ever.
yeah, maybe, you could say that. Yeah, we'll do our official predictions next week. But yes, for Forbidden Door. But yeah, that might be the easiest match of the year to ever predict the outcome.
Also, they announced on NXT a couple of things for Heat Wave, which is also I think airs the same day, doesn't it? Or the day before.
Let me see and confirm that. Let me see. Heat Wave. Yep, exact same day. So there you go. Pettiness continues. Yes, Heat Wave on the same day as Forbidden Door. Yes, we just can't do that. I think I don't know what time. Is it at night or is it in the afternoon? Oh, 7 p.m. Yeah, so right Forbidden Door time. So you can watch either Forbidden Door or watch Heat Wave.
So the TNA Women's title is going to be on the line on that show. Triple threat match. It's going to be Jason Jane, Marsha Slamovich, and Ashba Elegance, former Dana Brooke. So yeah, and then Overfemi will defend against either Trick Williams or Javon Evans. That will be decided next week. I'm thinking it's going to be Javon Evans. And a street looks like oh no, that's next week. I was going to say a street fight, but that's next week. Philadelphia street fight between Josh Briggs and Nomura, but that's next week. But then it's Hang and Tank versus two members of Dark State, the tag titles. They haven't mentioned who yet. But yeah.
And then it also says Jada Parker versus Kalani Jordan versus Lola Vice for a number one contender spot. And also Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe.
Jordan Grace, Blake Monroe, yeah.
So yeah, 3 women's matches on there, so it'll be very women's wrestling heavy.
Should be good.
Could you possibly see? So you said you think Javon Evans will face Oba, right? And I am also thinking kind of the same thing, probably. Javon, they've been pushing Javon pretty heavy lately. Too early for him to win the NXT title, I would think so, but you never know. They could pull a surprise and get a pop,
They could pull a surprise. I mean, it'd be interesting. Depends if they want, because they could do they're not opposed to kind of just remember how they wanted Stephanie McCurry on the main roster very quickly, so they just went, hey, it's Jane. So they've got plans for Overfemi. Then I was like, yeah, let's put on Javon. I'm sure that Overfemi's going to do well on the roster, but yeah, I don't know. Is Javon the guy? I don't know. Ricky Saints or, I mean, it's possible. I thought possibly at one point, I thought maybe Tony D'Angelo, but I don't think I'm pretty sure they killed him as character last week. It seems like they did a Sopranos thing with him. So either he's going to the main roster as a new gimmick, or I don't know what's happening with him. But so yeah, I would say Javon's probably the best choice of the current crop at the moment. So, but it doesn't mean
that boy bouncy.
Yeah,
I did see that one sequence because I don't get to watch NXT, or I don't have the CW, but they posted a thing on their Twitter where it was like that sequence where Javon was just jumping and diving all over the place, hit one dude, dove over the ropes, hit another guy, ran back in, did a springboard, ran back out, dove over somebody on the, just kind of going into Super Saiyan mode. I thought that was pretty fun. So it was good stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, I could see it. I could see him getting it, and then they could make a thing about him being the youngest NXT champion and whatnot. Not sure about how he would feel on the main roster though, but we'll see what happens. That's probably a bit way off.
I think we're ways off on that. Oba, I think is close. Well, I mean, we still don't have Trick on the main roster. Trick's got to be the first one, right? We still don't have him on the main roster.
I would assume. I want to say assume, but I don't know. But maybe when he loses the TNA championship, whenever that is.
Oh, that's
We all lose that
maybe.
for NXT title though, so I'm tired of assuming. Like we've been wrong already.
Well, yeah, but that'll be a Bound for Glory in October, so
Yeah, against
that's
Max and yeah,
so
probably.
it might legit be after that. You know what I mean? Like after all that TNA hostage stuff is over with. Maybe a Bound for Glory. So we'll see what happens then. But yeah, maybe he'll be in this year's Royal Rumble. this one last year, I thought he would be.
Him
Maybe
and
this
Matt
year.
Cardona.
Yeah,
That's
I was
right.
going to say
Cardona.
every year you're going to go Trick Williams, Matt Cardona.
Yes. Once again, I'll just will it into existence like Scott Steiner. All right. So,
Speaking of Steiner, by the way, did you see that Braun Breaker's math thing? That was funny. Yes.
yes.
He's like, you can't beat me. You're 47 and you're 40. That's like you're like over 100. Yeah, you're like 100. So it was just a very Steiner math promo. It's great. He's I don't know. I'm liking Braun more every week. This point, it looks like we're going to get a Braun like Bronson Reed, Roman Reigns match at some point, very soon. Maybe like a shoe on a pole match.
Oh, for the Shula Fala.
The Shula Fala.
Yes, that's right. All right, nice. Any other news tidbits you guys want to hit? Otherwise, maybe we'll play a game or two. What you got? What do you think? I'm kind of caught up on some news here.
No, it's not. Yeah, not a whole hell. Not a lot. I think. I mean, it looks like Bailey's gonna debut a new gimmick as well. Like she did a whole thing where on Raw where she was kind of depressed. Said her whole career's been a failure, but then it's like it was almost like a white six like scream at the end of a vignette. I'm like, oh, okay, is she going like kind of more like a Alexa Blissy, with white six kind of vibe. So I don't know. I think she's turning heel and going a bit more. Yeah, they're having another gimmick change. So see how that goes. So that's kind of good. I mean, it might be, all right. But yeah, I don't know. As far as like other sort of news, I don't. There is a rumor out there, but there's a pretty big rumor out there, but I don't want to. If you heard the rumor that like Lorenzo Fertitta might buy TNA, that's a weird rumor.
Who?
He used to own UFC.
Was he a UFC guy? Oh, was he like the lesser shareholder guy in the UFC? I vaguely remember that.
Dana White, yeah, he was. So that would be interesting. You probably, I don't know. That's like it would be a big. I think it'd be a big deal if that happened because he's like more of a sports guy. I don't know how he would deal with wrestling, but we'll see what happens.
Well, Nick Khan was a sports guy too, and he's done quite well for WWE. He's pretty much been pivotal in them getting $1 billion from ESPN. So that's so he and then doing the whole sports presentation thing. So yeah, and I was listening to some podcasts and I heard some good points about that ESPN thing where it was like, I think ESPN is also just looking for that content to have that year-round content, because if you think about it, wrestling's year-round. Every other sport has an off season. So if football's in the off season, you don't have anything. If baseball's in the off season, you don't have anything. Wrestling is year-round, and you can do extra shows whenever you want to. You know what I mean? There's no like set schedule other than TV. So I think they're very interested in a product that runs all the time. Even during COVID, they were running shows. So it's not something that can be really hindered by anything.
Yeah.
Guaranteed content. So that's what it is.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So there you go. All right, well, guys, what do you say it's been maybe about 2-3 months, something like that. Would you guys like to play some Wrestler ABC game? You guys know
ABC.
All right, well, let's do it. Let me pull this up on the screen here.
I don't even remember what we got left.
Allow me to show you, JPO.
Oh, no, yeah, we'll see. That's why I said it. I said we're about to find out again.
We have 8.
Okay.
We have 7 letters left. We have not used yet, so we are down to 7. I've been keeping track of the ones we have not done yet. So we still got some heavy ones on there and some not so heavy ones. So we might get a nice mix tonight. Maybe some very quickies and a few lengthier ones. We have I, M, N, Q, S, Y, and Z. So a few of those, a little more prolific than other ones, obviously. But yeah, how it works is very much like JPO sort of picks and list, filmography type thing. We'll spin a letter and we'll go around in a circle. Everybody has to name a wrestler that starts with that letter. And quite simply, if you can't name one, you're out. That's it. So we'll go through as many as we can possibly scrape off our brains. So let's shuffle it up and see what we're starting with tonight. Let's see what we got. We do it at random, so you can't really prep for it per se. All right, this will be a good juicy one. That's one of the big ones. All right, yes. So that seems like one we could work with for a little while. So I'll keep it on the other tab here, but let me pull that off the screen for now. So yes, S certainly should be no shortage of S's here. So I say that, and then we'll blank, within 3 minutes.
Yeah, we'll forget obvious ones. We're idiots.
Yeah. All right. So JPO, you're to my right. So we'll start with you. I'll go last. You kick us off, sir. Whatever you like. For us.
What?
Yeah.
What? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. All right, Richie.
I've heard of him.
Fact check. I think you wrestled.
Scott Steiner.
All right. Scott Norton. I was keeping it WCW.
Nice. Let's go with Scott Hall.
All right. Cool.
Scotty Too Hottie.
I was about to write that shit.
I'll keep WCW with the Scotty Riggs.
I was about to write that. Okay, let's see. Can I do another Scotty?
I'm sure there's one or two more out there. Yeah,
I'm sure. We'll pivot for now so we keep the flow going. Sami Zayn.
Scotty Riggs, by the way, works for AEW. I didn't realize that. He's backstage. Sammy Callahan.
Steve Williams, aka Dr. Death.
Yeah, on my list. Lord Steven Regal.
There you go. Yeah, Steven Regal. Mm-hmm.
Steve Mongo McMichael.
He's crazy. He's super crazy.
Pedal, which am I too? Before he was a Dexter, he was a Sam Shaw.
He sure was. I rode with a Mr. Sam Shaw many times. Yes.
Super Dragon.
Yeah, super. Yeah. I'll go with another super. If you were into 90s Super Jacob, Super Delphin. Just reminded me of that. Yeah.
Shark Boy.
Shark Boy.
Oh God, what am I doing? Sasha Banks.
All right. Santino.
Yeah.
You can't prove this was a different person. Santina. No. Soraya, whatever.
There you go.
Summer Rae, that WWE legend, Summer Rae.
She went to my gym for a while. I never got a chance to really do the Fandango dance in front of her. He's a WWE Hall of Famer, Stevie Ray of Harlem Heat.
Go check out his show. It's interesting. Steven Richards.
Yeah. No, he's got a good podcast. Yeah.
SoCal Val.
Hey.
I did a lot of shows with her. I used to see her at the TNA tapings. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go with one of the Midnight Express guys, Sweet Stan Lane.
Nice. Okay. She's done Shimmer. Soraya's mom, Soraya.
I know that because I've actually just read. I just finished this week. I read Soraya's book.
Nice.
Yeah.
They team. She's done Shimmer and maybe Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Anyway, Solo Sikoa.
Did anybody say freaking Swerve Strickland yet?
No.
No, of course not.
I'll go with another AEW guy. That's Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
Sid Vicious.
Yeah. Sergeant Slaughter.
Let's go. Simon Dean.
There you go.
Sean Spears.
Sean Spears. Okay. Shawn
Spears,
Michaels. Shawn fucking Michaels. Duh.
My fucking idol. God
You
damn
said, well, I think sometimes we hit like a first name and then we're like thinking of all the. I like, did we not say Shawn Michaels yet?
Not looking around.
Yeah.
Oh man, Serena Deeb.
Simon Dean.
He already just said
I said
Simon
that.
Dean. Pay attention.
Oh, okay. Shaggy Two Dope.
Okay.
Fair
I'll
enough,
go with
yeah.
another Sean. Sean Stasiak.
Okay, I had him on my list, which means I'll pivot to his daddy Stan.
Stan Stasiak, yeah.
Sean O'Hara.
Sean, I had him on my list, yeah. I'll do another Stan. Stan Hansen with the hardest lariat in the business.
So Ruka.
Sojourner Bolt. She was a chick from TNA back in the day.
Oh, you good?
I said Sergeant Slaughter. Can I just say Sarge, the guy, the trainer who wrestled Goldberg on Nitro, the power play trainer?
Is that what his all he's billed as?
He was just on billed as Sarge. I remember he was even a playable character in Revenge in the game. Yeah, he was just Sarge.
Okay. Sam Houston.
Sonny Siaki.
Sal Renaro, guy who I read for a lot. Yeah.
Shit, I don't have it in my list. Let me think. Okay, Kalisto was Samurai del Sol, and I think is again now.
Yeah, Samurai del Sol. Yep.
S.D. Jones.
All right. Can I say sweet and sour Larry Sweeney?
No,
That's a
not
name.
No.
It's a
okay. He was a indie guy for a while. If you remember the Legally Blind Sexy Eddie.
Okay.
Remember he was in CZW
No.
and he was an indie guy for a while.
Well,
ROH.
just to be a nerd, because I have to be. Legally Blind is Fast Eddie, but Sexy Eddie's totally a viable name. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Fast Eddie.
He's the G-string guy. Like he'd always wear like really tight tights. Yeah. Three X's, by the way. I'm sexy.
Yes.
Also did the gnarly thing of his like arm got pricked and he fucking like flexed it and then drank it like a fountain. See any other deathmatch guys? Nick John. Has Sam Roberts been in a match?
No. No, thank God.
I bet you was in a Jersey off a battle royal or something. You might hate me, but if we're going by match, Seth Green had a match on Raw.
Is it? He's on Cage. He's on Cage now. It's on Cage now.
The belt. I'm just saying, we're simply going by belt. Ding, ding, ding. Seth Green. Richie, your turn.
I can't believe I haven't seen this guy. Seems like a guy we should have brought up earlier. Sean Waltman.
Oh god.
Did anybody say Samoa Joe yet?
Oh god, Samoa Joe and Sean Waltman before I said Seth Green. God damn it. There's got to be another super out there too, right? Like, come on.
I'm sure there's. I'm sure if you went onto that website that lists just like everybody ever, there's 8,000 super people. Yeah, in the history of wrestling, there has to be. Yeah.
And you said Stan Lane, right? I'm not crazy, right?
I said Sweet Stan Lane.
Yeah. I thought so. I was just double checking. Robert, Ricky, Truth, Turbo. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know what to ask. I was gonna say Hook. Why high?
I think I just wrote down a couple of really obvious ones we missed so far.
Sandman. Go.
There you go. Yeah, the Sandman. Yep.
Super Callow. WCW.
I don't think anybody's. I don't think anybody said the world heavyweight champion Seth Rollins yet. But, including me. I just thought of that like a minute ago. I'm like, did we not say Seth Rollins the fucking champion right now? We're idiots.
Yeah, idiot.
We said Shaggy Too Dope before we said Seth Rollins.
You went early, actually. Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, all after Shaggy Too Dope.
Yeah.
Silver King going off more WCW, which is
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah. R.I.P. Sabu.
okay. We take out the thuds, and his dad just showed up the Sheik. So Sheik.
Yeah. You can say Sheik.
Yeah. There's an article that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Like Undertaker, we would obviously do the U.
Yeah.
Sin Cara.
Yep. He's on all the pre-shows. Shane Taylor.
I almost picked him up.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Shane McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. She had matches. I'll go see ECW. Shane Douglas.
Okay, he was Glamour Boy Shane, but in TNA he's Shane Sewell.
Shane Sewell. Okay.
Shane Helms.
Yep.
That's that bad.
Shannon Moore. Also 3 count.
Can I say Sin Cara Dark? Because there's 2 of them.
I mean, he wrestled as Sin Cara.
I'm saying 2 different human beings. I'm talking about Camacho.
Yeah. No, it was Hunico. Camacho's Tangaloa.
Oh, sorry. Hunico. Yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah. Sensational Sherry. She wrestled, right? She was on the champion.
Yeah, Sherry Martel. Yeah.
We just watched that mixed tag match at SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah, that counts. Well, can I say Karrion Kross's lady Scarlett?
Yeah.
Scarlett Bordeaux. Yeah, she wrestled. You said she wrestled, I mean, not since like 2023, but she's wrestled.
Oh yeah, no. DCNA.
Yeah.
I said Seth Green, so we're not arguing the amount of matches. Just a match.
You tapping, JPO?
Yeah, I'll look some stuff up. I'll leave it to you guys.
All right,
Yeah.
I got some more obvious ones I thought of that we're gonna kick ourselves for, but Richie, go ahead.
Suicide.
Well, we said suicide before we said sting.
No.
Oh no. And that's again, it's not me too, because I just now thought of it after we've said everybody else. Sting, just one of the biggest stars in the history of wrestling. But yeah.
Scripps. Richie. Scripps.
Who's that? What? I don't know.
Scripps was his name.
Okay. Did we not say she literally has next title shot, Stephanie Vicker?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Shelly Martinez.
All right. I'll go with another lady. I've rep for her many, many times as well. Santana Garrett.
Oh,
She's in NXT for a little while. Yeah.
Does Smash count? Was it Demolition Smash?
I'd say Smash Axe. Yeah, I'd say that's good.
Yeah, it's Demolition Smash. Yeah, Smash is fine. Yeah, Axe Smash. Why did none of us draft him in AEW? Serpentico? The legendary Serpentico?
Another guy who gets forgotten about, Scorpio Sky.
Yeah. Why does he get forgotten about? That dude's really good. I'm pretty sure he still has a title in AEW, Sammy Guevara.
I just wrote him down.
Yeah.
Sunny Kiss.
Sunny Kiss, okay. I'll go with other AEW guys that don't get used, but I think he's retired now, but Sanjay Dutt.
Yeah. Sim Snooker.
Uh-huh.
Another guy associated with Sanjay Dutt who sucks, Satnam Singh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got about 5 or 6 more, and I might be tapped.
Sheamus.
There you go. The Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a good one left. I don't think anyone said.
Sunny, did she have a match? She had matches, right?
Yeah, Sunny had matches, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I've rep for him as well. My buddy Dagan worked him a lot in Florida. Sin Bodie, the former Kazani.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I worked with him. Good guy.
Yeah, good dude.
Sky Blue.
There you
I'm giving on that.
go. Slim J. I've rep for him as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sari, I think that's her name. Remember she was in NXT for a while.
Yep.
Sari. Yeah.
Simon Gotch.
I didn't write her down.
Simon Gotch.
Oh yeah. Sarah Logan.
Yeah, I've
Not
got
bad.
two other. Oddly enough, Simon Gotch got me two other Simons. Simon Diamond from ECW.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sam Adonis, which is Corey Grace from.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, you did.
Simon Miller
Oh yeah.
from What Culture? He's wrestling.
Why? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
If you rack your brains, we could go a long more time. I have a shit ton.
Oh yeah, I got like two more. I might be tapped, and then I'll go to JPO. We'll see how long this goes. I got like two, and that's it. I'm racking. One of them's like an alternate name, so yeah, I'll tell you something.
Sam Fatu. I'm sorry.
Sam Foster?
I probably not.
I'm gonna need a fact check on that one. What?
Thanks. It was something.
Would you like me to look it up?
Sam Fatu, like SAM Fatu. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
If we have to question if that's a thing, I don't think it's a thing.
It's probably not a thing if you have to question it. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I
Stacey
have
Keebler.
Sam
Stacey Keebler. There you go.
There you go.
What?
Stacey Keebler.
Stacey Keebler. Okay. Spud. What's TNA?
Yeah.
Spud.
Stacey Carter. Yeah. Or did she just go by the cat? Did she wrestle Stacey Carter?
Did she wrestle as Stacey Carter or did she wrestle as the cat?
That's my only hesitation. I can look if you got a minute.
Uh-huh.
God damn it, the cat comes up with a lot of shit. Okay, let's see. Arkansas, England, or Kentucky. Let's go Arkansas. Okay, we're asking if she did. I mean, if you include Indians, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all right.
All right. And we have been including Indians. So yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
That's good. I'm not sure she was engaged to us and Bodie. They actually did a couple things together.
Okay. I just remember their sergeant when the Wall was in the MIA. He was Sergeant AWOL.
Okay.
Yeah, officially.
So, dude from NXT UK called Shah Samuels.
Okay.
Swoggle. Hornswoggle's indie name. Swoggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one more I just pulled, and that's all I got.
Sean Davari. Did you wrestle Sean Davari?
No,
You did. You're good.
She got one of the biggest reactions on the SummerSlam we just watched. Sapphire, the non-wrestler who wrestled with Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Sapphire. We just reviewed her. She's not a non-wrestler, but she was in matches.
I don't think you can read this far away. This is like all the names I just wrote.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh,
Ay. You might be going to that in a minute because I might be tapped. Richie might be tapped too.
I might be. You might just win because I don't think I'm doing.
All right, let's count you down. 10 seconds. 5, 4.
Samantha Irwin.
No, she doesn't wrestle.
Yeah,
All right, that's it. You lose. All right, JPO. What obvious ones do we miss? Hit us.
Well, the Brock's wife stable, I believe, was still on the board. Dakota, who hung out with the jury, and Yang. The Singh brothers, Samir and Sunil. There's more bloodline people. Samu, I think, was still available, as well as Sika. More people again from like the like Saudi Arabia, like trips and whatnot. You had Sangha, you had Shanky. Remember, he used to dance. Santana Garrett, Santos Escobar from SmackDown, Shaquan Sugars from NXT, Sarah Del Rey, Satoshi Kojima, Savio Vega, I believe, was still available. Sonata, Scott Armstrong, Scott D'Amore did wrestle. Pez, who comes to your Publix?
Oh.
Scott Dawson.
Scott Dawson.
Scott Dawson. Well, I mean, I forgot his real. I don't call him Scott Dawson.
I'm just NXT name. I was saying he did was on TV for under 3 years. The canceled sexy star, R.I.P. Shad Gaspard, Shane Thorne from Retribution. Can't read my own handwriting.
Wait a minute. Did we not say fucking Shane McMahon?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I got Shane.
Okay, I was just making sure. I was like, what the fuck? Okay,
you're Shane sure. One.
Okay.
But Shayna Baszler was on the board. Shadow Hill, Melon B. Shingo Takagi, Shotzi Blackheart was available. If you like your flock, Sick Boy, Sign Guy Dudley. I don't know if he wrestled with Slick. You know who? If we went with celebrities, Snoop Dogg, WrestleMania winner, and Stephen Amell were available. Also released Sonya Deville, Spike Dudley, Steph Delander, Matt Cardona's new girl. Steve Corino, I believe anyone said the King of Old School. Steve Cutler, currently in TNA. Either Skinner or Steve Kern could have been said. Booker T's brother Stevie Ray, Stevie Kern.
I said Stevie Ray and Santana Garrett.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I was doing this while you're doing that. Yeah. FTR's manager, Stokely Hathaway. He just wrestled technically a 24-hour match, Stu Grayson. Stu Hart, Brett's dad. Sue Young. I met him once, Sylvain Grenier. And let's not forget, Sylvester Turkey. Amongst others. Towards the end, I was getting picky as it going right now. Because I could have made more like NXT.
I feel bad about ECW. Fucking Spike Dudley and Steve Corino. I don't know how to get those.
Spike Dudley, Steve Corino.
Jesus. Oh, yeah. Well, this has a lot. So that was a busy one. Yeah.
No, like world champions though, so not bad, not too shabby.
Okay.
Outside of like Corino, if you could argue.
Well, we got a couple here that are quick.
We do at least one more, unless we get a quickie.
Well, there could be. There's at least 2 or 3 of these that are quickies. So if we we can do another one.
UYZ, we can bang out.
UYZ with all the quickies. The other ones have potential, so let's see what happens.
Yeah. I might not be long either, actually.
If we hit the quickies, we'll just do that one quick, and then we'll do one of the other ones. All right, CZ.
All right, Z baby.
This is going to be very quick. So, yeah. All right. All right. So this will be very fast because there's not a lot going on. But yeah. All right. So I went first. Does that mean I go last or somebody next to me goes first? I don't know.
Who went first last time?
You did. You did.
You did.
Now let's go Richie or you then. Whatever.
Richie, yeah, that's fine.
All right. Zach Gowan.
All right. Zelina Vega.
Zack Sabre Jr.
Zachary Wentz.
Zebra Kid. I have DVDs with him from UK.
Zeus.
Zeus, yeah.
Zicky Dice.
There was a wrestling CZW JPO, may remember him. Z-Bar. He was kind of a pseudo jobber. Wrestled a lot of guys. Z-Bar.
All right, Soraya's brother is Zack Knight.
Zariah.
Huh?
Zariah. The chick from NXT.
Which woman? What's her name?
The chick from Australia, who tags with Solruka.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up just Solruka. Matches. Winning. Oh, Zarya. Okay, yeah, I forgot fucking that existed. My bad.
I'm probably tapped already.
I don't have anything pre-planned, so give yourself 30 to give me 30.
I'm tapped out. That's fine. I won last one. Chip, you got any last one? One's on tapped. I'll pass.
Give me 30.
Yeah, that's fine. No, you're good.
You just not Richie. I'm trying to concentrate. Goddammit. Fucking bird.
I'm sorry.
Tell the birds we're playing ABC game. Shut up.
No, Richie's outside like shaking a pole to get him to talk, trying to distract me. I know your game, Richie. I know your game. Go on. Let's see. Zoo. Zantana Garrett. Now,
Oh, there's an obvious one we already forgot.
now. Z Gangsta. Totally different from Zeus. Was Tom Zank like the Z-Man?
He was the Z-Man. I just don't know if he wrestled as the Z-Man or just Tom Zank.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
That is his build name. Go, Richie.
Uh,
I found myself a lifeline.
So Zane in there, Zane.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Fuck.
I looked up. I've got 3 you'll have missed that I missed too.
Oh.
Obviously.
Zilla Fatu.
There you go. That's one of them.
Good one. Zane Dawson of the Dawson Brothers.
Ooh. Not one of the 2 I had, but yeah, sure. Richie.
Whatever gets me there.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But you're out. You win. I don't know.
Yeah, I won a letter Z.
Any more, you guys? I
All right,
got
what you
two other
got?
ones.
Nah, just go for it.
Woo, woo, woo.
Zack Ryder.
Zack
Goddamn
Ryder. And Zoe Stark, who just fucked up her
Oh, for
leg.
fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's
so
really
good.
weird too? In my mind, I
Yeah.
actually even went Matt Cardona. Like, I
Yeah,
literally
Matt
even said
Cardona.
Matt Cardona out loud in my mind.
All right. Well, that was not a very lucrative one. You want to try to hit one of these other good
Oh
ones?
yeah, no, we got. Let's hit
Then
a
we'll end
good
on
one,
that.
and then we can edit. We'll be at 2 by
Yeah.
then, or close to it.
Yeah, we've got there, I would say M, N, and I all have potential, so we can if we hit
We'll
one
see.
of those, we'll
We
see.
might do
If
3.
not,
We might do 2 more if we get a
if
wire.
not, I'll just spin it again, and I'll spin away from one of those. Like I'll spin away from Q. Like who cares? Let's just get out of that.
Or just delete it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just delete it. Let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
Q is not going to give us anything. So, all right. M is potential. There we go. We can work with that.
Okay.
All right,
That'll
let's
take a
work with
minute.
that. We'll end on that one. So let's do that. All right, sounds good. All right, let me get rid of that. All right, M. There we go. We can roll with M.
And you can start pens if you want, if you're the one that has it.
Okay. All right. I don't know why I'm starting with this one. He punched me in the face in a worked match, Madman Pondo. In a match with him and the Necro Butcher against the Briscoes.
You might say no, so if you do, Macho Man or no.
He wrestled as Macho King, so yeah, that would count.
Yeah, either way, okay. All right.
He wrestled as Macho King, which that was the same guy.
Yeah.
So that counts. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Mercedes Moné.
Yep. Mariah May.
MJF.
Matt Cardona.
There you go. Now you can use Matt Cardona.
Damn it.
The other Max in AEW, Max Caster, the greatest wrestler in the world.
I'll go Mandy Rose.
I'll go Matt Morgan.
Mark Briscoe.
Matt Hardy.
Matt Classic.
I don't know why this came to me, but Monster Mac. Indie star.
Matt Jackson.
Matt Johnson. Okay.
M-Dog 20.
Yeah. Marty Jannetty.
Mick Foley. Man.
Mean Mark Calloway.
Mance Warner.
Nice answer.
Yeah.
Speaking of good podcasts, not podcasts, but YouTube shows, Maven's hot now.
Maven, yeah.
Moose.
Oops, okay. Mansoor.
Nice. Did you know Mickey Knuckles debuted in TNA as Moose? Either way, Mickey Knuckles Moose. She was the first Moose.
Mickey James, thank you very much.
He's had a thing with MJF recently. Mystico.
Speaking of luchadors, Mascata Dorada.
He's on the cancel list, but he's south of them. Michael Elgin.
Oh, is he? Did he get canceled? Did I miss that? Oh, okay. Mustafa Ali.
I will go with Hall of Famer Mantar.
Man,
One second, I'm looking for another headset. This headset's about to die.
And
My flash. My
another
flashlight.
dude on the cat.
we need some
I
more.
know.
You gotta switch some wired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another dude on the canceled list, Marty Skrull.
Yeah.
Oh damn. When you said that too, I was thinking of like David Starr, Joey Ryan. I was thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, what are the canceled people can I think of?
When you sign or re-sign with WWE, you must feud with the Miz.
Let's see. We have Max Mini. Remember him?
Yeah.
Mr. McMahon.
I'll accept it. That's what it was built as. So, right?
He did wrestle as Mr. McMahon many times. Yeah, so I'll go with it. Let's go old school. Magnum TA.
Nice. I think he even sued the video game. Max Payne.
Oh yeah, did he?
And
Just like Shark Boy, man. They're like, hey, you fuckers. We got that shit first.
Maxine Dupree.
Oh, actually. I think happened before. I think all my left.
JPO asked about this the other day, or when we were doing the stream. Marcus Bagwell, who was tag team champs with old Marcus Bagwell, pre-buff.
All right, I have on my list Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah.
Molly Holly.
Oh, no, I think Miro. Okay, Rusev.
Not Miro, but Mark Mero.
Mark Miro. Yes.
Michelle McCool.
Mike Awesome.
Mikey Whipwreck.
Mikey from the Spirit Squad.
Mike Awesome's greatest opponent, Masato Tanaka.
Pivoting off Richie, Mitch. Spirit Squad.
What did you say, JPO?
Mitch. I said off of your Spirit Squad call. Mitch Spirit Squad.
Okay, my connection's gone weak. But yeah, Mitch. All right, cool. Maria Kanellis.
I believe she's on somebody's roster right now. Megan Bain.
Crash Holly and Kenny with Mad Mikey.
Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Yeah. He was very busy this last. He was WrestleMania weekend. Michael Oku. He's blowing up right now.
I'll go with Billy Kidman's cousin, Mikey Bats.
I'll go with Shawn Michaels' cousin, Matt Bentley.
Fuck, I just wrote that down. As soon as I said the cousin thing, I'm like, oh, you fucker. He might have given shit away.
I believe he's doing his best to get that TNA title, Mike Santana, right?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
He was called Matt Bentley because there was already a Michael Shane signed to WWE in the Gemini. Michael Shane, Mike Shane, Michael, the Shane Bros, twins.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did Pez say? It cut out a bit.
Oh,
What did you say for your?
what was it?
Pez?
Michael Oku, maybe was your last.
Michael Oku, yeah, was my last one. Yeah.
Um, Mike Sanders.
Yeah, he's above average. Matt Seidel.
I always hate pivoting, but I got to do it. Brother Mike Sida.
Oh, Jesus.
Missy Hyatt.
Yeah, see that? Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry. Michael McGillicuddy.
Mason Ryan.
Nice. I was just going to the NXT people too in my mind. I couldn't pull any five.
Yeah. Did nobody say Mark Henry yet?
For fuck's sake.
He was only in WWE for 25 years or whatever. Yeah, he's only a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Henry O'Godwin as Mark Canterbury.
Okay.
And that's the same guy as Midian, right? But it's not.
Yes, totally. So he should make another pick.
Is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah, totally.
Melina.
Meechin.
I lied. Midian, go.
Oh, you fucker. You absolute.
Not my fault you don't know your fucking Godwin's difference.
I know. I thought so. Because his name was Dennis Knight. You fucking.
I'll be the heel in this game. I don't care. You're Godwin.
What was it? The dude. This can't be my. Oh, you. Monty Brown.
what ifs in wrestling. Malachi Black.
Mina Shirakawa.
Marina Shafir.
Maki Ito. Another AEW woman.
Mitsuharu Misawa.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Misawa. There you go. Misawa. Misawa.
Mo. It's Mo. Remember Mo?
Oh, the Men mission. Yeah. Medusa.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you didn't do what I hoped you were going to do. Mabel.
Mabel.
Oh, yeah, they're both there.
Oh, there you go. I don't call him Mabel. He's Big Daddy V to me. It's funny you can't even use Monty Brown's alternate name because it was Marcus Corvon, so you can't even use that. We already said Monty Brown.
Mark Andrews.
Oh baby, Mordecai.
Oh, Scorpio Sky was Mason Andrews in TNA.
Oh.
Matt Riddle.
Bro.
Major Guns.
Bro. Mr. Fuji.
Yeah, he wrestled.
They even had like those weird later matches. He was in a couple 6-man with them.
Oh,
Looking
yeah.
much.
Oh, no, 100%. Yeah, I had him on my list, so I agree.
Oh.
Mortis. Mortis. Who was?
What?
Mortis? What did you say? Mortis?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, Canyon. Mortis. Yeah.
Yeah. Mortis.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a dick at one of the shows to me. Manny Fernandez. One of those legends who was an asshole.
Fernandez. See, I was jogging Fernandez in my mind.
Yeah.
Speaking of people I didn't love at shows, Matt Striker.
Okay.
Oh, Mae Young.
Mm-hmm. Moolah.
Was she a fabulous Moolah though? All right.
She wrestled as Moolah many times. Just Moolah.
You say so.
I'll look it up.
Montez Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Has anyone said Mace yet?
Anybody say Michael
My
Cole
second.
yet?
WrestleMania alumni.
Oh yeah.
I said Matt Striker, so what I'm going to say this time is Matt Striker with a Y. Marijuana.
Yeah. I got like 4 left and I'm tapping.
He's Matt Taven.
Oh, fuck. That was one of the 4 I had. Shit. Asshole. Marco Stunt.
Nice. Pivoting off Richie. Mike Bennett.
Mark Davis.
Did anybody say Maria's husband, Mike Kanellis?
I just did. Mike Bennett is Mike Nelson.
Oh, is it? Oh, same person? My bad.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I got 2 more. Mad Dog Vachon.
Mortos.
Marsha Slamovich.
You said that already.
Oh, fuck. Is it Melanie? Remember just Melanie? Remember she was in AEW for a bit in that Nightmare Collective? She was just called Melanie.
Okay.
Your Masha reminded me of just Mosh of Mosh and Thrasher, the headbangers. Yeah.
Okay. Clarifying question. When we did B's, did we allow bushwhackers or were they L's and like the bushwhacker look? Is that a B or an L?
I think that was L because I think I tried to say that and you X-nayed it.
Okay.
you objected.
So I fucked up my own spot tonight because I was about to say the Moon Dogs, but I guess I'm not doing that now. All right, fair enough. Damage to your deal.
Although I want to say Moondog Spot wrestled as Moondog Spot. So if you want to, in the infamous,
that's literally. I don't want to give away other names, but yeah, that is what I had.
Moondog Spot. I think literally wrestled as that in that infamous WrestleMania match. It's like one of the worst matches ever. Like I think he's billed. If he's billed as Moondog Spot, I think that counts. Which I think he was.
All right, that's the only Moondog I'll use then. Yeah. That's all. That's the exact one I have written down too.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh.
Did Mean Gene Okerlund have a match?
He actually did.
Oh, yeah.
You count the mean though.
He was billed as Mean Gene Okerlund in the match against Mark Madden. So I'm going to say Mark Madden. In the one match, because we drafted both of them. We in their horrible wrestler draft. Remember that we tried to draft people for the worst card ever? We drafted Mean Gene and Mark Madden, and it's billed as Mean Gene versus Mark Madden on Thunder. So I'm going to count it.
Then Marcus Bagwell's mother. No.
No, her name was Judy Bagwell.
I mentioned he just re-signed Matt Bernard.
You want to say Mike Bailey yet?
No, he did.
Yeah. I believe Mr. Mesa Media nominated her on that ranking we did, Manami Toyota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If only his name was Mesa Steve, I'd say Steve Mesa. You're a former toxic Avenger or whatever the fuck you
right.
want. Now I'm trying to get like the FSCW roster. Oh my god. All right, let's see. I got a couple names. Let's try to table. What do I have on here? Oh shit, I have like one name. I got these. Paul Walker House's first ever opponent for Revolver was Matt Palmer.
There was a chick in NXT, and it was just called Maxine. Maxine. She was just Maxine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably doubled it from that name.
That Toyota is my last one, so I'll tap. I'll let you guys go. I'm tapping. So I'll start fact checking.
I'll start fact checking.
I'll see
it might not be much longer unless it gives them. Anyway, Tyler Black's first tag team partner. They have a school together. Merrick Brave.
God. Oh, is it? Oh, who's it? If I give you clues, you'll get it.
Give me the clues, Richie.
Myson. Oh my god! I know that. Who the fuck is that? The dude from the Rascals. I'm gonna give it.
Oh, okay. Can you come up with anything else then? Because now I will put that down.
MVP.
Nice. Myron Reed, go.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay.
I think I'm out.
You out?
If he's out, just rattle off whatever else you got, JPO.
Okay. I just want to think. I don't want to. Okay. MLW going on that. Mads Kruger is a dude. Manu is another bloodline branch somewhere. And then I was gonna ask you guys if we don't include the for Spanish, would we not include L like EL?
Yeah, no. Well, that's the sorry.
So technically, I could say El Matador, El Torito.
Yeah.
That's the only four I had.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm checking this one last site, and then I'll rattle off a couple that we got. Okay. There's another one. Because some of these are like indie guys. I don't know who they are. So I'm trying to just get the ones you would know. Almost there. But yeah, quite a few for M. That was yeah.
Man Called Manders is one.
No, one called Manners, and no.
Oh, one called Manders, but isn't there one a guy called a man? There's another one that's a similar name called a man called something.
All right. So the four I found.
Man like Doris.
I said Magnum TA, but you could have just said Magnum. from TNA. Just plain old Magnum.
Oh, with the Lucha Libre?
Yeah. You can say Magnus.
Magnus, yeah, Magnus and Magnum.
Oh, Magnus. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Knox, ECW on Sci-Fi, anybody? Mark Jindrak, nobody said?
Oh, yeah.
And then
damn.
Ming, aka Haku. So there you go. So there's a few.
Yeah, look at this NXT Matt Rudkowski, AEW TNA Madison Rain. I just met him a couple months ago, Madman Fulton, RPW alumni, Mahabali Sierra. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Malik Blades, NXT.
So we only have a couple left, so we could polish it off, next time you guys want to. Only a few left. I believe I, N, and like Q or something. I don't know.
No one said Maria Menounos. Come on, guys.
We have I, N, and Y. So there you go. Those are the last ones we got to burn. So there you go. So we'll burn those last 3 next time. But yeah, let's wrap it up there.
His wife? So, you said Miz, they're thinking of his wife.
Maurice.
Yeah. Marshall Von Erich, Mark Quinn, Masa Chono, Masato Tanaka.
I said
Mike Awesome.
I said
okay.
I said it right out because I said Mike Awesome's most famous opponent, Masato Tanaka.
Okay, I was just saying, how could you not say it? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. You did that.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's wrap it up there. So, let's get our plugs and get the hell out of here. I got to pee, so let's go. Richie, what you got?
I feel you. I can see why you're like, shut the fuck up with the name. Let's go.
Yeah.
Cool. You can find me at P. Please don't follow me there. That's gross. And Wheel of Movies. We just Wheel of Movies. We did Hoosiers. That was fun. My first time watch. Check that out. Schedules change a bit, so I'm not on everything as much. But when I'm available, you can find me 25's tier rank, Bio Love Horror, all the trivia stuff. You might find me on trivia stuff. I might hit up JP for a birthday thing. My birthday is on Monday, so check that out. Just getting a bit older. Because I don't look a day or two over 21, but right, I'm 36. Anyway, cool, and check all that out, and yeah, this is fun.
All right, yeah, JP, you got a lot going on. What you got going on?
I'll just end with this. No one said, Mr. Iguana. We all failed. You know where to find us, guys. The Periscope when I'm not here. All those other channels. Guys, wrap this baby up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up there. You can mostly find me over on the Movie Hero Network. Yeah, doing all kinds of shenanigans over there. I got a piece, so let's wrap it up. So for Richie Goodacre, for JPO, we love you, Jacob Barber. Hopefully we'll see you next week for Forbidden Door predictions. We'll run down the whole bad boy. JPO, he brings those predictions. He brings whatever he can. Then they'll add 4 more matches on the pre-show, so we'll do what we got to do.
What's the deal with Forbidden Door? It seems pretty allowed now.
It sure is. Also depends on how we'll see you guys next week here on the Whole Thing Works. Bye, guys.